Rob Maloney from MyMMAnews.com, and I am talking to Dennis the Great Buzukja today. Dennis is coming up fighting on the Contender Series on July 26th. Before we get into all the fight stuff, this is a young man that I've seen perform cage side in Atlantic City several times. Dennis, thank you for some of your time, and also, as your regional career has progressed, I want to say thank you for fighting the way you do and exciting fights and leaving it all in the cage every time. Good to see you, and how you feeling, my man?
Thank you so much, Bob. I appreciate all that. That was awesome, but that means a lot, honestly. Thank you for your time always, man. Thank you for being excited to talk and wanting to talk to me, man. I appreciate it, but I feel good. I feel good. This is the best I've ever felt by far, so we got a big one coming up.
Yes. Now, listen, you're the Ring of Combat reigning champion, lightweight, and, a lot of those guys who were in your spot now have gone on to the UFC, including a couple of your teammates. This is your second opportunity. Listen, you fought a monster of a fight on the Contender Series the last time. You weren't fortunate on the scorecards. You came back. You didn't complain. You got right back to work. 3 fights in a row, and you're going on there again. And Dennis, the thing that I find really cool about it is, your first opportunity on the Contender Series, you fought a guy who you knew he had a kickboxing background. You knew going in it was going to be a striking battle. Now, the complete opposite, when I looked at this fight, Caleo Romero, he has the big wrestling background. So I'm assuming, tell me if I'm wrong, going into this fight, my opponent's almost positively going to want to try to take me down and win the fight that way.
Yeah, of course. I mean, probably yes. Statistically, I would say yes. He's a wrestler. He's gonna want to try to take me down, and that's where he's comfortable. But then again, you never know the psychology of it, because it is a Contender Series, and Dana doesn't like wrestlers. He doesn't like boring fights. I don't blame him. No one wants to see it. Again, now does he have a Hamzat style to take me down and try to ground and pound? No. But Hamzat mixes it up. He finishes guys. So, but yeah, to answer your question, straight on, yeah, he's going to probably try to take me down.
So listen, you work with some of the, the best wrestlers in the world. I mean, Merab, Aljo, guys who, listen, they're the champion of the world. So for this camp, has it been a lot of takedown defense and things like that? Tell me a little bit about what you guys have been working on, because obviously, for people that don't know you love to strike. You're a terrific striker, and I've seen people try to take you down, and your takedown defense has been very good. But now we're talking about another level. So is that what you guys been really concentrating on?
Yeah. Takedown defense. The last fight I had, I fought Josh Roller. He actually has a much more prestigious resume for wrestling than my opponent now, and he was much older. Speaking of Josh Roller, older, more experienced, and he was a black belt in jiu-jitsu, in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So he was a very dangerous opponent. That fight was great experience for me going into this fight, especially. It was great confidence. But we've been working a lot of little things that I did in the fight that I could have done better. Takedown defense, of course, and a lot of live wrestling, grinding cardio into punching to keep my hands moving quick and my legs moving, kicks and everything. So it's been a very hard camp, this one. We did it smart. We did it right. A lot of work with Aljo, a lot of work with Merab and another guy, Delemy, who's a great wrestler, and just pushing. So yeah, definitely a lot of takedown defense for this camp. That hasn't been the main priority, but it's definitely been something we've been just tightening up.
I'm looking forward to, once again, Dennis the Great Buzukja, July 16th. He gets the second opportunity. Do you think because you were on the Contender Series, is that you were a little bit more comfortable because you were already out there? And let's face it, you've also been, to these fights with your UFC teammates. So do you feel comfortable? You think you have less, anxiety or butterflies than going out there since you've been through it?
Absolutely. Yeah. I was just doing an interview. The UFC had called me today. They asked me the same question. I was like, yeah, 100%. At this point, it almost feels like another Ring of Combat fight. I've been in the Apex so many times. It feels like I'm back at the Tropicana. I'm not fighting someone like Melsick who had 300 kickboxing fights and was a world champion. You know, this is like a more realistic. You know, the kid has 6-1 record, so like kind of the same experience. He's young also. I'm not 22 and sick in the fight. Like it's more of like an equal matchup. And of course I've cornered Aljo when he fought Peter Yan in there, and I've been in there so many times. Like you said, I fought myself. So definitely I feel more comfortable. I feel like just more at home, more peaceful, more focused, not caught up in the moment, which I also told my teammates, you know, don't get caught up in the moment. That was kind of like what happened to me also. I was like so excited and like, oh my God, I'm here and all these cameras. Not that it affected my performance, but you know, it was just a thing, like one little thing that took away from my focus on the actual fight and the job, which is to fight and win and perform. So it's my second time there, I definitely do feel better.
Who are you taking out there to work your corner for this fight?
They're only allowing two people. I don't know why. So it was supposed to be Ray, Aljo, and Ally Quinta. But since they're only doing two people, I'm gonna have Ray and Aljo in there because I've been grappling a lot with Aljo, like physically live. He knows my body and what I'm looking for, so it's gonna be them two. But Al's still gonna be in the Apex. Marab's gonna be there, and maybe some other people. You know, I know a few other people are coming out. They managed to get tickets, but it's gonna be good.
Awesome, man. Once again, I'm so excited. Ring of Combat champions. Many of them are in the UFC. I believe Dennis Buzukja has that next level talent. I think it's just a matter of time. And this could be it on the 26th opening week of the Contender Series 2022. Dennis, before we go, give some shout outs or some love if you have any sponsors or anybody that you just want to say thank you to, because, you know, you're reaching important times in your career and the support is more important now than ever.
Yeah, I definitely want to thank my sponsors. You know, because of them, I'm able to just focus on train twice a day, not have to go work another job. You know, like everything is kind of covered for me as far as expenses to go and focus and not have to stress and like be all in on this. So, you know, like Guzman Blota, he's an Albanian guy. Another guy, Lindy Sadiku. Joey Mortgage, he has Gold Coast Funding. He's a mortgage broker. His name is Joe Spinelli. He's been helping me a lot. I got my boy Medin Ardole. He has Moreland Construction. He's been helping me a lot. Stone Castle, who they have the best wine. It's like the only wine from Kosovo. They actually have the biggest vineyard in Europe. So they've been importing wine from there, and they have like this diamond bottle called Verak. It's the best brandy you'll ever have in your life. I'm telling you. It has like this maple syrup flavor at like aftertaste. It's amazing. I can't wait to open one up after the fight. I'm bringing one out with me to Vegas, actually. God willing, we're healthy and we come out with a nice victory. Toast with a nice bottle of that. So the Stone Castle family and the company has been great support for me. They've been behind me. There's so many guys, man. There's so many really, like, you know, I've said Medin. You know, I don't want to miss anyone. I don't want to upset anyone, but they're coming to mind right now. Honestly, let me check real quick. Let me just check my phone because I don't want to miss anyone.
And while you're checking your phone, I just want to say too, you know, I want to give a shout out to, you know, your people, the Albanian community, because, you know, I go to Ring of Combat every show covering it cage side, and almost every card there's an Albanian or two fighters on the card. And you know what? They make the experience and seeing that loyalty and how loud it is. And let me just say that the Albanian people, MMA fans watching, thank you. You make the experience that much better, and seeing the support and the love that you guys give. I'm a fan.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, that means a lot to me. That means a lot to me because we're all one. You know, if I win, they win, and they're more nervous than me while I'm fighting than I am. You know, like they feel it, like deep down inside, they feel it because we all share the same blood as Albanians. That's how we look at it. So when I win, they feel so much emotion and they're so proud, and it means a lot to me, and it motivates me to train hard and to be a good representative. As an Albanian in this sport, there's really not many, and I'm blessed to be able to get to the highest level with the hype that I have coming from a regional level. So I'm just blessed, man. The Albanian support I've had around New York and just around the world too, man. They've blessed me. I'm very humbled from it. I'm proud of all of them. It makes me emotional talking about it. You know, like because I'm just doing what I love, and they're so proud of me working hard, and like I make them. It's genuine, you know. It's not fake. You could feel it that it's genuine, and you see the reactions from the crowds in the fights, man. Like when the Albanians come, there's a million flags. Like the place gets sold out with just Albanians. Like they've supported me from the beginning. You know, I lost the Contender. They still supported me, probably even more than if I would have won, because I showed my heart, you know, and like for them, it just matters if I fight my heart out, if I give my best, and I'm not, you know, I'm not bullshitting in there, and they know it. They can see and they can tell that I do. I give my heart and soul to this, and I always leave it all in there when I'm in the cage. So I'm just grateful for them, man. Every single Albanian that's been there, supported me, messaged me, watched anything. I'm just very grateful for them, man. They're the best.
Yeah.
Best,
Like I said,
best,
they make it fun. They make me have a good time. You got the rest of those on your phone there? You want to give some shout outs?
Yeah. The Getzai family and the Bayraktari family, man, they've really blessed me this camp. They've held me down a lot for this one. You know, not to go into detail. It'll probably make them uncomfortable to even talk about it, but because they just do it out of the kindness of their heart. But they had called me and they were like, "Listen, just give us a number. What do you need to make sure like you're good for this camp? Like just focus on the fight, just so you can win." And you know, they covered everything for me, man. They really, really blessed it. So they're amazing. They're the Stone Castle people. They have the wine company, so they're great. The Getzai family and Bayraktari family, man, just God bless them. I just want to say, and TVL, man, the Dreshai family, God bless them too. They always support me.
Dennis the Great Buzukja, go get that contract July 26th, Dana White Contender Series. People are going to be fans of you just like I am because you bring it and you leave everything in the cage. Best of skills, best of luck to you, my brother. Can't wait to see you in person in Atlantic City so we can talk about it.
Yes, Bob, thank you so much. Thank you for your time, man. Thank you for being so excited about, you know, my career and always supporting and showing love. It really means a lot. And this is the one, man. Let's go get the contract.
Let's do it, baby.
Let's go.